Hello my friends, I'm Eric Clopper and I'm here today to make an exciting announcement. But before I do that, I need to give you a little background, catch you up on what has occurred. So for those of you who don't know, I put on a play called Sex and Circumcision, an American Love Story at Harvard University. Now I was an employee at the time. The play incorporated inflatable love dolls and penises, the whole 9 yards. My argument was I relied on Harvard's free expression policy. They terminated me, so on. Now I filed suit against Harvard and the first judge granted Harvard's motion to dismiss before I was even able to file an opposition or explain where Harvard may be misleading. And even more egregious, the first judge dismissed my case before a certain minimum amount of time had elapsed for me to amend my complaint, which essentially just means revise my arguments to shore up its weaknesses, and that is a right afforded to every litigant. So I appealed my case to the First Circuit Court of Appeals, and 20 months later, after routing my appeal to the frivolous bucket, the 3 panel judges on the First Circuit Court of Appeals dismissed the case without Harvard even having to brief any of the issues or my lawyers having the right to oral argument. After that, my lawyers and I filed an en banc appeal, which means we asked all of the judges of the First Circuit to review that dismissal. And surprisingly, the First Circuit actually sent the case back to those same 3 judges, and unsurprisingly, those same 3 judges held that they were absolutely correct the first time. Now, this is actually great news. And my lawyers and I feel grateful in a way because those same judges went out of their way to misrepresent the record so that they could rule in Harvard's favor. Now, I'm not the only one who has suggested that the federal judiciary does not apply the rules neutrally when Harvard is a litigant. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, another law professor published a full feature-length article of how the federal judges will go out of their way to bend certain rules to favor Harvard. Now, I don't want to get into the weeds there. We will in future videos. But the most important thing is this now gives us an opportunity to appeal my case to the Supreme Court of the United States. Now, this is a wonderful opportunity for 3 reasons. The first reason is this case is actually winnable. It is based off of a previous case where all 9 Supreme Court justices, in a unanimous opinion, ruled that strict compliance with the federal rules of civil procedure must be maintained by all federal judges to ensure the courts are fair and equitable. That is what constitutional due process means. And that is what the crux of my legal appeal is about. Second, this gives the anti-male genital mutilation movement a platform that it has never seen before. This is a worldwide platform that gives us the ability to share our message that all children deserve the right to bodily autonomy and deserve the right to be protected from all types of mutilation, including genital, male, female, alike. And third, it gives us the opportunity to dispel the myth that those of us who oppose male genital mutilation are in any way motivated by anti-Semitism. Myself, as a Jew, believe that it is an important value that we protect children from genital mutilation, and this is a mitzvah to move past the actual violence of the ritual and move towards a more inclusive and peaceful way of welcoming our children into the world. Now, because the First Circuit's dismissal was so egregious, thankfully, not only does the Organization of Doctors Opposing Circumcision support me, but 2 other organizations have signed on to file amicus briefs on my behalf. Now, I very much look forward to introducing you to those organizations, to my lawyer, to diving into the in-depth details of my case so you really understand what's going on. But this video is just to announce that we are very happy and excited to appeal to the Supreme Court. And no matter what happens, this gives us an opportunity to begin to unify the movement to protect all children. So, thank you very much, and we will be in touch.